And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Froggy here at Froggy and Navy 007 on the Twitch channel today. Again, I'm trying to get my affiliates so I can start using and utilizing some more of the Twitch streams. And I'm putting a lot of recordings up, or trying to put some recordings up on YouTube so I can get some stuff going over there. I thank you for tuning in today. Today's a little bit of a special treat. I have streamed this once before, quite a ways back. Actually, it's been almost a year since I've streamed this one. I was dumb enough and forgot to record it, take the streams from Twitch and move them over to my YouTube channel so I can preserve them. So I've lost all the videos. And I'm trying to get a particular set of fellow streamers out there of the upside down other side of the planet type. Mainly a couple of Australians to join me in some Volcanoids. So Volcanoids is literally it's a survival, it's a first-person shooter, it's a builder game, not really a sandbox type game, but um, it gives you an opportunity to play around with drill ships, creating and building your own drill ship, and cruising around a island, which was reclaimed or stolen by these bots. Now, the nice thing about this particular game, though it's in early access, it is multiplayer. As you can see right here, join the game. Currently, there's no games going on right now, so obviously. And there's mods and stuff for the game. I'm going to play it completely vanilla. I have not. I've played some of the recent updates to the game. So the colorations are all new. This bot here in the background with the bucket for the front is new. The flying bots are new. The turret up top with a little scissor lift on it, that is new. This tank here is new. So they've done a lot of updates. And they've made a lot of changes to the game. And I know back in April, earlier this year, they threw out a little joke of, getting rid of the drill ships and doing flying ships, using a flying ship to get around in. And it was a good April Fool. It had a lot of people worried, but So, what is Volcanoids? Volcanoids is a first-person shooter survival game. Once we get started in the game itself, a lot of it will be self-explanatory via the opening storyboard and what your mission is on the island itself. So without further ado, we'll click on New Game. All right, so this is where you go and set things up. You can put friends multiplayer, you can put custom multiplayer, public multiplayer, or single player. I'm going to start mine off in a single player. I'm going to go to the easy.
Adrenos used to be a wondrous place, a rich and prosperous island, home to a busy trading port. But that was not meant to last. It began when strange formations like giant soil tracks started to appear across the island. No one was able to explain how they were made. Soon after the formations appeared, earthquakes followed. Weak at first, they grew more frequent and more violent. A few days later, 3 volcanoes erupted in the island lagoon, hurling stones, sinking ships, crushing buildings. Captains feared for the safety of their vessels. All trade stopped. People left Adrenos aboard fleeing ships. The brave few who had remained soon regretted their decision. An enormous volcano that lay dormant for centuries erupted, flooding the island with a pyroclastic wave, covering it with lava and hurling stones miles away. Those who had made it to the ships were evacuated, myself among them. What we left behind was an apocalyptic landscape of fire and dust. Periodic eruptions turned our beautiful home into a hellish nightmare, disrupting both naval and aerial traffic for years. Despite their best efforts, not even the best imperial geologists were able to explain the volcano's sudden appearance. Several years later, exiles from Adrenos secured funding for an expedition to return to the island and discover what happened. It was my honor to serve as the captain of the Archimedes submarine. As we surfaced a safe distance from Adrenos' shore, we knew that this expedition to reclaim our homeland had only just begun.
And there we have it, folks. So we're on the Archimedes right now, as you can see in the picture there. And we're reclaiming the island. So here we are on the submarine. Some nice things. It's got ladders. It's got all sorts of different things. We'll play around with some of the customization and building things as we go along. But let us start our mission. Craft the drill ship core. All right, so you start out with some basic equipment. You got a wrench. This is for making repairs and other things. Obviously a pickaxe for mining. Duh. And just like an ore detector and space engineers, your pickaxe acts as kind of like a ore detector. When you've got certain ores that are a part of the mission, they will pop up. But you will, when you get in a certain feet of a ore deposit without your, like that there, these are copper scraps you can pick up, and you mine them just like you do ores. The main things you'll need, at least the one thing that you'll probably have to mine constantly, is coal. Coal is what we use for, obviously, for power. Other than mining the materials we need for crafting. All right, so let's explain some of the equipment that we will be dealing with first off. So one is this one right here. This is our smelter, our refinery. This takes, and depending on, this is upgradable, as you can see here. Depending on the level of your the refinery station here, or the refinery work table, it will determine what you can refine in here. So this is our starting materials that we'll be able to refine. Copper ingots. We can turn scrap into copper ingots. We can turn sulfur powder, which we'll collect later, and then we'll get some black powder for ammunition and stuff like that. You don't have to stay in the window. That thing works all by itself. The only downside is that you have to have coal in your inventory in order to get it to work, or it won't let you craft anything. So these would be your tier 1 crafting stations. So you got your refinery workstation, and then you have your production table, or your work table. This is where you can craft upgrades for the ship that you're about to grab, ammunition, components that you'll need to make the set, other tools and other stuff in the game. Tools, your weapons. This is a revival tool that's obviously mainly meant for playing multiplayer. The spray tool. This is to paint your ships and stuff. Module repairs and breach repair replacements. We'll take a look at those later on. Some modulars. Some of this stuff we'll be playing with right off the bat here. Now we got to go capture our first ship. Oh, well, let's go talk to the captain. Claim drill ship. We received a distress call from a heavily damaged drill ship that will soon surface close to our location. Destroy the cogs and try claiming the drill ship using the core you just crafted. Based on the research, the core is control unit of the drill ship. So that core we just built, we just crafted, we can put into this drill ship. We now have a indicator on our HUD for, but just like most things we get, you don't get nothing for free. I'll explain a little bit later what some of the other indicators on our HUD is for, and explain some of the other stuff into it. But as you play in the game, it will explain what each of the indications mean. You can actually tab out doesn't, okay. Nope, I don't remember what key it is. All right, so now we've got a drill. Here's the drill ship, and as you can see, Oh, he's on the drill ship. There we go. Now that we've killed everything or destroyed everything, there's the broken cog. Now we've replaced it, and now the ship is ours. You can use this for contacting and getting orders or new missions. All right, so one of the things we're going to be doing for repair-wise, we're taking these guys out. And then we'll go over to our work table. And I believe devices. Nope. Structure. Component. All ammo. Upgrades. Tools. Ah, there it is. Modular repair kit. We'll need those to make repairs to the ship. Some of this stuff gets damaged along the way. You press the 1 key. Will get you your wrench. Is what we use to repair the module. As you can see, some of the spots that need to get repaired show up on the percentage of damage. A left. All right, where's the other module? Needs repair. Ah, okay. There we go. All right, now so we're going to make some more repairs to the drill ship. All right, so this here is our breach replacements. So anytime that you got holes in the ship, notice that it got replaced. That's what the breach replacements do, is they replace the holes for segments of your drill ship that are exposed. There you go. You claimed your drill ship and can begin the journey of saving Andronos Island. You can explore on your own or call the captain for more directions. I will be doing a lot of the calls, kind of getting us to progress a little bit further forward in the game. Some of the missions will take some time to complete, obviously, because we have to gather resources and stuff like that. And here we go. All right, so our first task right now after reclaiming the ship is we got to get some defenses up. So we got to build some turrets. These are modules that will go into the each drill ship. If you can see it real well here, each segment of the drill ship, and there's going to be more segments just other than just this one. There's 3 segments per side and 3 segments on the top. Each one of those slots can be taken up by an individual module, or some modules will take up all 3 of the slots. And it all depends on the tier of the module and the complexity of it. So as we get further up, having more modules is going to be very apparent that we need them. All right, so now we got to go gather some sulfur. And we gotta go just find some, make some sulfur powder. Oops. All right, so let's produce some more of the tubes, because we need the tubes for like each component you might make. Let's take example the module that we're going to be building, the pistol turret module. When deployed, the pistol turret automatically shoots at enemies in range. Health reports 150 hit points. Core points 5. It takes 2 energy per second while it's deployed. Gives you locations where you can place it in, on the top or on the sides. And when it's closed, it provides an additional 75% armor to the drill ship. And it's only 1 slot, so it's only going to take up 1 slot. So down at the bottom here of it, it tells you what is required to build it. So we needed 5 copper plates and 3 copper tubes. We're going to be building 2 of these. So obviously you double up the amount of resources you need. As you can see there, you get some little pop-ups when you've created something for the first time, or something comes in your inventory for the first time. You press the F1 key, and this is like a quick explanation window of, this is your information stuff. And show your controls for your character. What was that? Okay, it toggles ammo. Obviously, different stuff that you'll be mining. Fuel used to power the plants is your coal, scrap. They had 3 different types of scrap. Rare materials, sulfur, diamond, or can't remember what the last 2. This one is diamond. I can't remember what this one. I think this was crystal. And you've got copper, iron, and titanium are your 3 levels of metal. Obviously, we're starting off with copper first. We'll go to iron later, and obviously titanium is your last tier. Making repairs, how you make repairs, what we use to make and crafting the stuff that we need. All that information is here. The stats of everything that you're going to be building, health, all that lovely stuff. And then you have characters, ammo, tools, weapons, the types of weapons right now you've only currently got 1 weapon, and the type of ammunition that can be utilized for that weapon. Then your drill ship, different modules. You have defense modules. As you go further up in their tiers, as you can see here, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. We're technically at tier 0, which is why we have to ensure that we have coal and inventory to use the refinery and the workbench and stuff like that. These are defense modules. Obviously, there's varying types of defense and also varying tiers as well. Then there's other types of defense for the drill ship itself. A level stand and a pilot seat. Then you've got tips on drill ships. Best way to fully destroy a drill ship. First off, take out their drill. If their drill is damaged, they can't go anywhere. Different upgrades you can do for the ship, for the drill ship itself. Wheels, the hull, the engine, and the drill bit itself, along with the core. I will be doing a lot of the messing with that stuff later on. Drill ship claiming, which we just did. The downside to it is this. You are only allowed to claim 1 drill ship. Only 1 drill ship. Note that only 1 drill ship can be controlled at a time. Capturing a second drill ship leads to the loss of the previously owned drill ship. It'll like disappear or become an enemy ship again. Alright, so components, some of the stuff that you'll need to craft, ingots, the stuff you can smelt, and the type of ores. So right now, the only ores we're really focusing on getting is sulfur and copper, coal, and your copper scrap metal. All right, so now we got to place these modules. We got to grab our sulfur first, and then we got to turn that sulfur into black powder. While we're waiting on that, we're going to go ahead and, well, we don't want to replace our modules yet because we don't have any ammo for it. There we go. Now we go over to our workbench. Click on ammo. Go over to our drill ship storage and ensure the ammo is in. Put it into the storage unit, and then put your modules. Once they're these are placed inside the hull of the drill ship, they will automatically pull from the drill ship inventory for their ammunition. So if you come to the drill ship and you're starting to hear them click, or you happen to notice this little red light is on, and that means that there's no ammo inside the storage unit. You'll also get a little message that pops up. Okay, it's not to do it. They must be already loaded with ammo. But there'll be a message that pops up that says, "Hey." There you go. Yep. A little message that popped up that says, "Turn ammo low. Produce more ammo." All right. So, all right. Now we got to contact the captain again. All right. You can the control bracer for the periscope. All right. So this is another new item in the game. Some people were looking for an easier way of controlling the drill ship remotely, kind of have like a remote control for the drill ship itself. So this little bracelet is exactly that. So we'll accept the quest. It's a simple quest. All we have to do is we hit the Q key, press the 2 button, and now we're looking at our periscope. Ooh, as you can see up in the top middle of our screen is a little volcano eruption in. Now that is a timer for when that volcano will erupt. If we're topside when that volcano erupts, we will die. We'll have to start over. So our best bet is I usually do it about a minute before the volcano erupts. I get in the drill ship. Okay, so to get out of that, you either hit the escape key or click the right mouse. There's some other key functions on here that we'll get into later. Now we got to mine coal. We got coal that's 125 meters away. All right. Nope. We'll just use the drill ship to go underground. All right. Tells us to go underground. You click the little red green lever over here and watch the drill ship fold up. And then if you really want to see things, hit the Q button, press 2. Oh, okay, it's not gonna let you do it. Come up here, click on this, and it give you a cinematic view of you actually going into the ground. I was too slow and I missed it. Wait for the drill ship to come to a stop. Jump back into your periscope. Now we're peeking in the ground. You can see things, and we can watch the volcano erupt. Where is the there it is. Look for the big smoke. And now we wait for the eruption. But wait, why sit around and we'll just watch an eruption? We got stuff to do. So some of the things we can do while we're waiting is I'll explain some of this stuff, and I know it's going to be a little bit loud with the volcano in the background. Again, you have your refinery module here, your refinery table, and your workstation, and there will be a research bench we will get later on. We will using all and upgrading all those benches to further in the tiers of our works. The higher tier, more upgrades we do to this, the more different types of metals we can refine. So pressing E gets you into any highlighted box that you have open, whether it be a storage unit or a piece of equipment like your refinery and your work table. But do not, and I repeat, do not hit the E button unless you're grabbing materials out of a bot, because this is what happens. You completely empty out that inventory you were just looking at. So to prevent you from doing that, just hit either hit tab or escape, and it will take you straight out of that menu. And it's the same. Well, it's E will get you in. It will not get you out of. I'm here. I'm smacking the E key, and it's not doing anything. And it's not pulling me out of that menu. So all right. So the volcano is over now. We can surface the ship again, and let's get up top, and we can watch the cinematic view. Oh, we really can't see. Okay. Well, anyway, last. I guess we won't watch. Well, can we see it? Not really. That is just after the volcano erupted. You can see it a little bit, shadow of it. That's how dense this stuff is. And now we just watch our drill ship deploy. And then it'll automatically kick you out of that camera view once it's drilled. But again, you just jump back in and use it, the periscope normally. By right-clicking. Get out. Another nice little feature. Excuse me. Opening and closing modules. Notice that the turret module I'm looking at right now is highlighted. If I right-click on it or left-click on it, I've just closed that module. Now I can look at it, highlight it again, click on it again, and it will automatically deploy it. Here's another thing too with these modules. If you install the modules with the craft deployed, meaning in its current state, as it is right now, this is the drill ship deployed. Anytime that you're adding any modules to the ship, I highly recommend trying to add them when you're on the surface, with the exception of in your production. Sometimes you don't want all three of your modules for your production system deployed because they eat up a lot of power. This gives you an opportunity to open and close modules to reduce the amount of power you're using. As you can see here, we're using currently 10 out of 100 power that we're producing via the standard craft engine itself. And there's our overall power right now. We're -4 a second because of the two turrets. Each turret takes -2 power per second or per minute. We're producing 5, so we're making 1 power more than we're using. And you want to try and keep your power The green obviously higher than the red, because then you'll 203 your coal supplies like it's going out of style. There are some other upgrades you can install in modules, or other modules you can install later on once we get high enough in the tiers where we can start installing other engines that will help produce more power for the drill ship. But like I said, we don't have those right now. Another thing to note about a volcano eruption: everything that you mined on the surface is reset. So like the volcano eruptions is like a wipe almost of the surface. Repopulates ores, minerals, everything that's on the surface gets repopulated, with the exception of you. You don't get repopulated. So if you're stuck up on the surface, which we'll get a mission on how to deal with that here in a minute, once we get done completing this mission of gathering some coal for the drill ship. We got enough coal right now. Pretty much the control keys are the same as they are for most games. We'll throw this in the little fire pit there. Now that we've got the requested amount, now we'll move on to the next mission. Now we're going to do our first travel. We're going to utilize our drill ship to go back underground and move over to a different landing spot, as you could say. And then go and get some more resources, do some battles and stuff like that. All right, so we can force the drill ship to go underground in one of two ways. We can click this lever here, cause the drill ship to go underground, or we can click on this lever here. These are the control levers. We click on that, and we click on our drill ship, and it automatically goes underground. And then we can click on the cinematic trailer, watching our drill ship go underground. Another thing to keep in mind as well, as you're furthering along in the storyline and in your building of your drill ship, the longer your drill ship is, obviously, the longer it's going to take to get underground. All right, so now we got a nice little indicator telling us when we need to travel. You can use your control keys because this is now available on console. Run around underground collecting materials. Here's a unique thing for you. So when you get to these what look like sand spots, this is called soft soil. What's significant about soft soil? Well, let's go over to this soil over here and try a little function. We're close enough to the soft soil that we're able to do this. All right, so it's not doing what I wanted to do. Okay, so we can use our periscope anywhere now, huh? So what it used to do is when you're only on the soft soil were you able to use your periscope. So you would go over to, before jumping up on that landing site, you come up to some of the soft soil, pop up your periscope, look around the landing site, because here's the landing site here. It looks like the landing site is clear. Then you click on the landing site itself, and then your ship will automatically go to it and go to the surface. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry about that. These is the little two little things darting across the screen. There are the bots that we're going to be fighting against. And there's our drill ship. It gets a little more dramatic when the drill ship is coming up with more segments on it. Doesn't look all that great right now because we're, so tiny. As you can see, your turrets automatically take care of the bots that are nearby. Anytime that your drill ship is shot at or attacked by enemy bots, it'll sound off that alarm notifying that the drill ship is under attack. And then we got another call. We're going to craft some equipment. So we need to make some bullet shells. 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we go over to the ammo. And the health kits that you see here, those are tools. So we'll go into our tools section. And there we go. Now we've we've gotten ourselves some more ammunition. We got 70 rounds of bullets for our 6-shooter revolver. And let's empty out our inventory some. All right, now that we got some of our inventory emptied out here. Okay, so inventory slots on your personal inventory, you have 35. Your inventory on the ship is smaller, or 5 slots bigger than your current your current inventory. But we can expand that by adding cargo modules to it, which will give us more places to store stuff on the ship. If you got a lot of sorted stuff on here and you're like, oh, I hate this mess, I want to move everything up without having to move everything, click stack. And it'll automatically move everything up and you nice little neat order. All right, so next we get, all right, so raid a cog drill ship. Now we're going to go after a drill ship. All right, so just like how we have tiers, the drill ships also have tiers themselves. So these are tier 1 drill ships we can go after. This is a refinery ship, this is a production ship, and this is a science ship. Each one of these has different materials you can get from them and different components you can get from them each. So we're going to accept the quest. Now part of our quest is we've got to get, we already have the shredder that's in our storage here. Now we get a converter and a pump. Each color of them represents what color of bot or mainly the bots you can get them from. The shredders are from your research bots. Your blue pumps are from your mining bots, or your the blue bots, and then the red bots are your mining bots you can get the shredders from. And as you move up in tier, each one of those goes up and where you can get them from. There's no drill ships on the surface right now. Huh. Well, that sucks. All right, let's go to our map by pressing the M key. As you can see, we're a little bit away from the starting point. We're not that far. As you can see, too, some ores will pop up within a certain radius of yourself. Not the drill ship, of you, showing you hey, there's 12 sulfur off in the distance. Hey, there's one 600 meters away. You'll come across towns like this here. You want to try and stop in these towns and try to remember their locations on the surface. Because usually in these towns, if they have a little indicator on them, which I believe this one does. Yeah, this one does. So this one is... There's our... This is a technology. That little indication there says this town is a technology spawn. And just like our ores, it tells us there's 2 destroyed production module. Tier 1. So we treat those just like if we can either left click on... Oh, well, don't. Not with your gun out. Left click on them to collect them. Or press 2. Walk up to it. And mine it. 2 different ways of collecting that stuff. Those are utilized for helping you craft and build some upgrades for your drill ship later on. This is another landing spot here. Uh, 19. Oh. That sounds like another drill ship coming up. Yep, looks like one just popped up right behind us. We'll explore that later. That's an actual mission. We'll go through and take care of a lot of the stuff in the tier 1 area first for today, and then we'll do some more next week as we dive in further and look more at the changes and some of the materials that get in here. I like doing this with the drill. These produce the bots that we just killed. So to help prevent yourself from getting bamboozled while you're trying to go after the ship, destroy these pods. You can use them, but shoot them, but that wastes ammunition because you're trying to save as much ammunition as you can. Now that we've got those pods destroyed, we can do a so-called ransack the place. So run through, grab whatever materials you want. And, we'll grab this too. Grab everything. Search through. Hey, shotgun ammo. Look in their main storage. Grab stuff from their main storage. This will come in later. Handy later. I like grabbing their... I don't want that. Coal. So they can't go far even if they wanted to because they need coal to operate. Let's go downstairs. You can actually grab things off the bots you've destroyed before they disappear. Ammunition, materials, and stuff. You cannot drive their ships, on the other hand. But you can grab things off of it and destroy everything. Well, we'll deal with that in the one of the missions as well. Now we can head back to our drill ship with what the stuff we collected. We've got a pump in our inventory, which was part of our mission. We've got some the converter in our inventory, and we really didn't need another shredder, but we got one anyway. I'll tell you right now, having extras of those on hand is not gonna hurt anything, because we'll be utilizing a lot of them in the first area for some of the upgrades and stuff that we need for our drill ship. Oop, there's our drill ship being attacked. And there are times where you're going to run across bots inside the towns as well. This is a long ass freaking run. And there's our pretty drill ship. And look at the corpses. These are refinery bots. These bots have other things we can get from them. Again, they'll pop up in your little menu, F1 menu, if you haven't collected them before. All right, let's get back on our drill ship. Turn in the items that we needed to turn into our storage. And there we go. On to the next task. All right, controlling the brace radio. Well, another thing we can do with our little brace is we can communicate via our bracelet with the captain. There we go. There's our next mission. Is going to be crafting our research bench. All right. So our each one of these tables or stations that we're going to be building can be reduced to add to production. Go into devices, and there you go. We can create lights. We can create chests. We can create ourselves a little bunk bed if we want to. But this is where we're going to create a lot of the stuff that we need to either replace what we have or craft new ones, like our research work table. All right, now that we have it, we got to place it down, and just like we placed the modules turrets up, we use the one key. What's nice about this too is we can pick up and move things around if we want to. Now we got to create some more, grab some sulfur out of our little, excuse me, a little thing here. Let's do some repairs while we're at it. You know what? Let's make this. Let's get our sulfur started, and then while we're waiting on that, we'll make some repairs to the ship. Now we need to pick up one of the converters in our thing. Right click to pick up one. Alright, now we go over to our research station. Again, with your tier 0 stuff, your tables, or your work tables, you want to make sure that you have some coal in your inventory in order to use them, or you will not be able to use them until you pick up some coal, obviously. Now we're going to do the tier 1 schematic for our research. And it's going to open up more stuff that we can do at the research table in order to upgrade and add more stuff to an improvement of our production. As you can see, everything at this level is going to take quite some time to finish production. Once we get further up in the tiers and stuff like that, stuff will start producing a lot faster. Now, the unique thing about the schematics and stuff that you will be creating, you don't have to pick them up. You don't have to do anything with them. They are automatically put in the slots that they are for. So if I would go up to my drill ship here, click on the upgrades menu. As you can see, this is segments and other upgrades. Our upgraded schematics for research, production, and refinery, along with explosives, which we'll get a little bit here in a little while, are automatically put into the drill ship's inventory or slots. This is where we'll be putting our upgrades for our core, our engine, the drill bit, the wheels, and the all the craft as we progress further on in the game. All right, so radio communications. Now we get to upgrade our refinery. So we need 5 more sulfur. Now we get a shredder. Go to our science thing. Now we're going to research the schematic for our tier 1 refinery. And we can jump ahead, and what we can do is we can go over to our refinery here, highlight your upgrade, and notice that what components you'll need to craft in order to actually upgrade once the schematic is loaded. These will stay blacked out until you research the specific either until you have the right materials or modules or whatnot installed in order to utilize it and to use the upgrades. While we're sitting here waiting on this, I'm going to take a quick bio break and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like I arrived back at the right time, so we're going to go ahead and send our drill ship underground. What's nice about the early on stuff is when we're underground and while we're moving, we could still do stuff. But once we get up to the higher tier stuff, it's going to be require the drill ship be on the surface because it requires modules. In order to utilize the refinery production and all that stuff. So while we're sitting here waiting for the volcano to erupt, we'll go ahead and upgrade our refinery station. Now it looks a little different. Now we can upgrade our research. Now with each upgrade, again, like before with your refinery, you can smelt more things. And with your research, we've unlocked some more stuff that we can research and stuff. Yep, because we're underground, we'll have to wait until the eruption is over in order for the actual quest to be continue or to clear. And there goes the volcano. Whoosh. Once the clock clears, we can go back to the surface. There are going to be some quests that require that you remain underground. There are also some things to the drill ship that you can't do on the surface, and it will require you to go underground in order to add certain things to the drill ship itself. All right, so now that we're back on the surface, now it's telling us to do to research tier 1 production. So that's what these little things are for. We're gonna do 2 missions at the same time. We're gonna do the explore a nearby mine, and we'll do the bracelets as well. So while we're going to the nearby mine, we can play around with the bracelets some more. So as we walk away from the drill ship, press the Q key, press the 6 key, and it will automatically send your drill ship underground. And you get a little message that says the drill ship is going underground. And here we are at the mine. So outside here is a quick way to get some materials. There's coal mines, copper mines, and sulfur mines in the tier 1 first area. Coal, diamond, crystal, and iron mines in the second one, and so on and so forth in the third. And there we go. Come across some of these boxes, they'll have materials and stuff in it that you can grab. This is the best way to get large amounts of ore. Oh, it's dark in here. Let's turn on the lights. Now we can resurface our ship it from here. It'll resurface where it went down at, so there's no need to worry about not knowing where your drill ship's going to go to. And if you do press other buttons to actually physically move the drill ship, you'll get a little message down at the bottom right above your hotkeys telling you where the drill ship is moving to. And usually it'll move to a location that's close to you. Gather some copper while we're here, at least until our inventory's full. We'll need a lot of copper for upcoming missions. Oh, my turret ammo is low. And my drill ship is currently under attack. All right, let's get out of here. The mischievous bots. Oops, wrong side. What we're gonna do is we're gonna we need black powder and copper bullets. I'm gonna go ahead and put the sulfur and copper I've collected in there along with the coal. Put the ingots back in there. Put the tubes and stuff in there. Ooh, I got 500 bullets on me. I forgot about that. We don't need to craft any more bullets. All right, cool beans. That makes things easy. What do we got here? Upgrade our production bench. We need 5 sulfur again. The nice too with the tier upgrades. Once we upgrade things a little bit higher, we no longer have it will no longer pull from our personal inventory. It will automatically pull from the inventory of the drill ship. Go over to our schematic. Go to our schematics. Click on Tier 1 Production. And like I said, the more we upgrade these stations, a little bit faster that the production and research we can do will progress. Now we need copper plates. Now we walk over to our production table here. Click on upgrade. And there we go. Let's go give our guns a hand. Oh no. Let's go collect. Okay, maybe not. next one's grenades. Click on our explosive. Now let's go mine some more. Looks like we're gonna need some more sulfur. Gather some copper while we're over here. All right, I think we've got enough sulfur. Oop, got too close to the pit. Oh, looks like our inventory is a little on the full side. All right, let's go smelt some more stuff down here before we continue on. Pull some of the stuff we don't need in here out, like the repair stuff. Put them in a little locker up here. Pull the ammo out because we're going to need that. Now we'll head back over to our production table. And now that we've got everything crafted, go into our tools again. I want to craft 15 of these things. This will help us when we go up against the drill ships. Alright, so now we can disable a drill ship. Let's go. Hey, look at there, some iron we can pick up. All right, I'm gonna call it for today. We will save it in slot 1. We'll pick up from here from tomorrow. I'll stream a little bit, another couple hours tomorrow. We'll continue on with attacking our first drill ship and continue on finishing up some of the tier 1 stuff. Hopefully getting ready to move into reducing some of the lava flow or the intensity of the volcano eruptions, and moving into the next area where we can collect more iron resources and stuff like that. I do appreciate you stopping in and checking out my live stream. Please head over to my YouTube channel, which I will drop here in the chat once I get out of the game. Oops. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's the link to my YouTube channel. Check out the Space Engineers videos over there. Head over there. Watch a few of the videos. Check them out. Leave your comments. Check out some of the mods for Space Engineers itself. Space Engineer is a survival sandbox game made by a company called Keen Software House. It's an excellent game. It's very addictive, so be warned. Because I can tell you right now, it's Legos for adults. You get to build stuff, ships and all that stuff in the game. It's really cool. Again, thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow about the same time for some more Volcanoids. Hopefully, if I can get in contact with the Zebra Monkey crew, we can set up a time where we can do a multiplayer stream. Although it'll be on their time, not my time, so I may have to sacrifice some sleep to play with the guys. But again, it'll be a experience I haven't done before. At least not in Volcanoids. I've done it before in Icarus, but I hope to get the guys over there. I did drop one buy the game for a cat pack, so I saw that was on his wish list. So I figured I'd send it to him, and it looked like a game that I believe both of those guys could enjoy. So again, thank you for stopping by, and y'all come back now. You hear?